Okay, dear colleagues, it's my time, but possibly I do not need microphone. Oh, okay. Oh my lord. Okay, technology is technology. Malgorzata said I accepted. No one have a choice, no freedom. But never mind. Hello everybody again. I want to shortly present our common research. It was really like a series of research and related to some online learning platform during pandemic time and possible somehow after pandemic time. Together with colleagues from Romania, we're collaborating with Romanian scientists for many years, and somehow we were involved in this, let's say, burning issue, because it's a worldwide problem. It was a worldwide problem how to conduct, how to perform university studies during pandemic using different online platforms. And together with colleague Costin Pribeanu from Romania, we worked on this research, and shortly I want to present some ideas. Obviously that COVID pandemic, we know every of us very well, but changed the process of university studies quite radically, I would say, because for example, our university, obviously we had previously we had some online or so-called distance studies, but only a few programs, etc. This is a different situation. And regular studies were replaced by so-called remote studies, and obviously we have quite large, at some extent, misunderstanding with concepts. You know that we are playing, let's say, with different terms like online, like virtual studies, like at distance, remotely, etc., different concepts. But limiting university contacts activities to stop so-called outbreak of COVID-19, practically all study activities moved to remote activities in different study programs, including for example, our, let's say, social studies or study programs related to social studies, like education, for example, education studies, etc. And I'm not going into details with this, let's say, background, but let's say the main problem or main issue was how to optimally carry out study process so that the quality of studies suffers as little as possible. But I can say just right now that it's really open question when we're discussing about study quality, because, for example, at our university in particular, we continue to work online, at distance, remotely, mainly with all master students are working remotely, and only some bachelor studies, let's say, performing also at some extent in mixed format. It means that, or hybrid format, combining face-to-face mode and remote mode. But my experience, for example, from last semester, it's really quite I would say negative. Shortly, some previous studies, possibly I will go a little bit faster, just for interest, because, as I said, our study, this part that I'm now presenting, it's just one part, because we started some years ago, obviously, during pandemic time, and we performed different studies, including first bachelor levels students and master students, or so-called first cycle or second cycle students, and you see here different publications were published in which the main results are presented, and including also some conferences in Poland in particular, for example in Antecedents, and also in Romania, and then in Slovakia, and then in some other countries. And the last one, I will shortly introduce some ideas, because our this quantitative part somehow related, not somehow, but directly related with our first part, and it was distance education quality, first cycle university students position, and this part was published in Contemporary Education Technology Journal this year in the beginning of May, and quite a large qualitative data analysis was performed, and it's possible to find online, obviously, this part, and it's openly available. Some advantages what let's say extracted from qualitative data. We see that on the first position somehow two categories prevails on the top. I would say convenience of studying and cost effectiveness of studying. And for example, what is related with so-called emotional health or physical health, it's not so high part. And we see, for example, what does mean convenience. If we would look to subcategories, we see availability on the first position, flexibility, compatibility with work, and compatibility with family. It's quite understandable because at least all our students are working people. They have to work and studies, let's say, let's say, additional work. And cost effectiveness of studying, we see again, let's say, three main let's say factors. So saving time, efficient use of time, and saving money. You do not need to go to university because students in group from different parts of Lithuania, from different towns, cities, villages, etc., from different locations, and we do not need to go to university, and it's really saving time and saving money. It's quite practical approach. And if we would look to some disadvantages, also we see the main that it's deterioration of study organization, and it means questionable online benefit, increasing workload, because at least based on our experience, we continue to work, let's say, cyclically. It means that 1 week per month students have online lectures or other activities just from morning, from 8, let's say, a.m. to, let's say, 6, 7 p.m. Or whole day. We're working different lectures, different activities online. And it's quite understandable that it's really increasing of workload. And at the same time, scheduling inconvenience, it's not so high, but the main, you see, increasing number of technical problems. It's somehow a little bit confusing because in technical environment, I would say, everybody has computers, other devices, mobile phones, smartphones, etc. Shortly about research methodology. Again, let's go more faster. It's a typical methodology. It was survey in questioning format, and we used some open-ended questions for qualitative part, and 30 statements using interval scale, 5-point Likert scale, and these statements also were evaluated. And in this part, we raised or formulated two main hypotheses. First, that content adaptation has a positive influence on the perceived usefulness, and ease of access has a positive influence on the perceived usefulness. And obviously we use descriptive analysis, and in previous qualitative part it's quantitative content analysis. In this part also, in addition, structural variation modeling. And we checked all statements, not all results, let's say, were so good, but what is mean good or bad, it's also questionable or discussable. This is here quite all the statements just in descriptive format, but from the first look we can see that general evaluation of bachelor students was positive. We see that working with online platform is easy, interaction is clear, understandable, learning platform is simple, etc., etc., etc. Generally, it's positive, really positive. Just in addition, I can mention that our students mainly use Microsoft Teams platform for their studies, and additionally possible some other platforms. We extracted some variables. We see here content is a tab, like online presentation, access to online learning platform at any time from anywhere. Online platform will improve my learning achievements, etc. Again, I am not going into details with statistics because it's typical statistical analysis, and we see some factors, 3 main factors, with some, in this case, from statistical point of view, good results. We can say that all constructs have very good convergent and discriminant validity based on some parameters. It's without, let's say, doubts. And after applying structural variation modeling, we received some model estimation results. And again, we can see that model explains some amount of variance in perceived usefulness, and both hypotheses supported based on statistical results were significant. And most important contributor to perceived usefulness is the ease of access. In this case, some conclusions, just a few conclusions, that useful, online platform is useful for academic work. It's like general conclusion based not only on quantitative data but also qualitative data. Using online platform generally is easy and simple, and interaction with platform is clear and fully understandable. And the impact on academic achievements is the least favorably evaluated. We're not, let's say, not sure about academic achievements. But the last one, you see below, that students quite are reserved to evaluate that using online platform makes learning more productive. They really had a lot of doubts that it's not productive, or, for example, will improve their learning achievements. Quite interesting opinion. And what is related with the last part, that empirical study based on quantitative data, as I already mentioned, confirmed both hypotheses. Content adaptation has positive influence on perceived usefulness, and second, ease of access has again positive influence on the perceived usefulness. And it's clear that ease of access is the most important contributor to the perceived usefulness. And in this regard, results are consistent with the hypothesis. Just, let's say, a small part of quantitative study. If you have some questions, it would be good, because I need to save time. Time is our main resource. If not, also no problem. I can give uploads for myself. Let's enjoy Cracow. And it's not all, sorry, because typically I need marketing activity. Yes, marketing activity. I want to shortly introduce our next symposium after 2 years, but you know, and we know very well that time runs quite quickly, quite fast. 6th International Baltic Symposium on Science and Technology Education, Baltic State 2025. You are welcome to visit Šiauliai, Lithuania in middle of June. It's very good time. Malgorzata can prove.
And very beautiful place, and socially is really fine, and I don't know, it's...
You know.
I don't know how to say. I'm always very, very nervous, but in South Chile, I'm glad it's beautiful place.
That's right, really. And
I had a very good time, and I think we will meet in the next one.
Yeah, let's go. But okay, from one side, 2 years period, it's it seems quite long, but on the other side, it's really time is running quite fast and a little bit. Okay, you will see this is sorry. Yeah, website and email. It's possible, and also you can find current information more or less on our center YouTube channel. YouTube channel is available, and the main materials, main presentations, including plenary presentations, are available online on YouTube channel. And you are welcome to subscribe our YouTube channel. This is also marketing. Thank you very much.